The Good Samaritan. On one occasion, an expert in the law stood up to test Jesus. "Teacher, what shall I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus answering a question with a question. "What is written in the law?" he replied. "How do you read it?" The scribe answers Jesus. "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your might. You shall not take vengeance or bear a grudge against the son of your own people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself." "You have answered correctly," Jesus replied. "Do this and you will live." But he wanted to justify himself, so he asked Jesus again, "Teacher, who is my neighbor?" Jesus then gives the parable of the Good Samaritan to correct the false understanding that the scribe had of who his neighbor is and what his duty is to his neighbor. The parable of the Good Samaritan tells the story of a man traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho. And while on the way, he is robbed of everything he had, including his clothing, and is beaten to within an inch of his life. A priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by on the other side. So too, a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. Then he put the man on his own donkey, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day, he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper. "Look after him," he said, "and when I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expense you may have." Jesus now asks the scribe if he can apply the lesson to his own life with the question, "Which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers?" The expert in the law replied, "The one who had mercy on him." Jesus told him, "Go and do likewise." And that's the parable story of the Good Samaritan.